to a new video where today I want to talk about favourites and favourite films and stuff like that. So, people had, well, I've often got asked, oh, can you make a video on your top 10 favourite films or top 5 favourite films? And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea, okay? So, I come to try and make a list and try and think about it, and I can't do it. I can't pick my favourites. I find it so hard to pick favourites of things, especially favourite films. Now, it was only really recently, in the past couple of years, I was able to come up with my favourite colour, which is blue, and that was a hard decision. People ask you, what's your favourite colour? But no, it's blue. I've decided that. But for films, it's really hard because, for me, it's hard to pick a favourite because I think, well, is my favourite film a film that I think is the best made film? A film that, you can tell is a really well made film, that, is a good film, that this is a good film. Sorry, somebody random is ringing. I'm so sorry. That is a stupid 08 number. Anyway, back to what we were saying. Not going to edit this, so I'm going to keep that in. All is well. Favourite films. So whether it be a really good film and, it's something you think, yes, this is a good film, I could recommend this to someone and they'd be like, oh yeah, that is a great film. Like, for example, I guess Inception is a great film, I think. I think it's a great film. Love it. Fight Club. I think that's a really great film. I think it's made really great. It's really interesting. I think, I think it's a great film. Or a film that I enjoy both of those films and many great films, but something that I personally have like an attachment to and love a lot, or something that I enjoy to watch a lot, that I maybe would watch over and over and over and over again. Is that one of my favourite films? Like, it's hard to define favourites because my favourites might not be the films that I think is the greatest film ever made. So I think I need to make two videos. Top 10, in my opinion, greatest films ever made, but then you have to consider I haven't seen all the films and stuff like that, and then top 10 my favourite films, because I think favourite is a funny word. Favourite, you could have a favourite biscuit, but you could know it's not the best. What am I on about? Biscuits? I don't know. You could know it's not the best. It's not that great, but you really enjoy it and you like it and it's personal taste. Okay, the biscuit thing was just a bit off the wall, but anyway, so basically I've been thinking about this a lot, and I think that my favourite film, I think I know what it is. And of course, favourites also change. This film, a new film could come out and I could be like, oh, this is my favourite film. But I'd have to assess the situation for a long time. I can't just be like, this is my favourite. If I've watched it once and it's new, I have to really, really think about it. Now, I've talked about this movie so many times, so many times. I've done a whole one of my favourites on it, because obviously, it's one of my favourites. And I think that my favourite film that would be on top of my list if I was to make one today, and I don't think it's the best film ever made, and I don't think it's the greatest or the best, and it's just not. It's just, I think it might be my favourite though. And it is One Day. Now, there's many films that I love probably just as much as it, but this one for me has got a lot going for it. I think it seems, I'm not going to talk a lot about it because I've done a whole video about talking about this film, but it's realistic and it kind of, I feel like it relates to life, and it goes over such a long period of time in all these different locations, following these two people in their life. And I don't know, there's something about it that for me, I just love it and it's so great. But then, I think if I was to do a top 10 favourite films list, I'm like, yeah, at number 1, we have One Day. It seems a bit odd, if you know what I mean. So it's hard to define favourites between films that you think are, brilliant films that are so well made that but you love and you think, oh wow, this is a film this film didn't blow me away. But I've seen films I've been like, wow, that film. And so it's really, really hard to pick. So I wondered if anyone else ever has these thoughts of, do you find it hard to know what your favourite is and how to define it being a favourite and all the things you have to think about? Maybe I overthink it, but all the things that you have to think about and all the factors that go into this list of being favourites and top 10, then it's just a lot. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But yes, I also liked that this film, I like the cinematography, it looks really pretty, it looks really nice, so that's always good too. And the people, there's 2 characters in this film and they age 20 years in the film. And it's good, it does it really well. The film is a romantic type film and it's based on a book. It's not the best film ever made, but it actually, it has really good qualities in it if you were to look at it as a film, if you were to critically look at it, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. But no, there's good things in it as well. But anyway, so my favourites are confusing. So let me know if you have the same problem. Some people, I see them just like, yeah, these are my top 20 favourite films. I'm like, how did you do that? How did you figure it out? Because it's so hard. So hard. So one day I'll make a video, but I just don't know what it'll be or how I'll come to the decision of the favourites. I don't know. Yeah, so that's this video. I hope it made sense. It was basically, I can't pick favourites. I'm having a hard time with it. Does anybody else understand what I mean? And it's just kind of looking at how you would pick a favourite. So let me know down in the comments below, do you have a favourite film and are you sure you know what it is? Or do you have troubles with favourite films like me? And I'm sorry for the terrible phone interruption of the 0800 number that was probably ringing to bother me about PPI or something stupid. How rude of them to interrupt us. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already if you are a newbie. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this random little video here. Let me know if you've seen One Day. If you haven't, just give it a go. Give it a try. The first time I watched it, I thought it was okay. I watched it more, I liked it better. But I've got a whole video of it, I'll probably link it down below if you want to know my in-depth thoughts on it. Until then, guys, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. One day, you will see a top however many favourite film list of mine. Someday. But you know that these are the thoughts I have before it. Yes, thank you for watching. I will see you then. Goodbye!